Swing at the World family. Listen, I got the youngins. We gonna swing at some sports today. I got a new format, y'all, and I just want to let you know. On Mondays, we're gonna swing at the world of just, different stuff, politics, hip hop, etc., etc. But on Wednesdays, our show will be mostly sports focal. So, we will do some sports on Wednesdays, but we will do a little bit of the world stuff as well. And we just want to bring y'all that different perspective. You know what I mean? Crazy week of sports. I know y'all know. Everybody here loves the NFL. We had some big stories. I'm going to get into a couple of them. I want to start with the big, nasty, supposedly illegal hit Minkah Fitzpatrick put on our boy from the Browns. Now, you've seen the hit. Did you see the hit?
No, who did he hit?
Who was it that he hit? Was it Nick
Chubb? Yeah, I saw that Chubb was injured. Is that what that was from?
Look the hit up.
Look at the video. I've seen this.
Yeah.
There's someone there where they're trying to say it's an illegal hit. What was it?
Well, so look.
No.
They're. I don't know that. Did they call it an illegal hit?
Yeah.
They did.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Was there a flag thrown?
I wasn't watching.
He was carted off the field.
Yeah.
Well, now look, being carted off the field, though, doesn't make it an illegal hit. No. We've seen guys carted off the field from legal hits. My question is, was there a let's find out. I want to know, was there a flag thrown? Watch this. Was Nick Chubb's hit illegal? Let's see. No?
It wasn't illegal, but
wasn't it?
Definitely gruesome.
So you see the hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it bent his leg back. I mean, it was nasty, dude.
Yeah, I see the still image of it.
Yeah.
Like right where the part where his leg was.
He's hurt bad.
Yeah.
He's
the
hurt
Browns
bad.
uniforms, though.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah. So, looking at that hit with Minkah and Nick Chubb, Browns fans obviously think it was a bad hit. Steelers fans think it was a legal hit.
Of course, yeah.
Steelers fans think everything is against them.
Yeah.
Steelers fans. First, I will say condolences to Nick Chubb because listen, guys, that could have ended his career.
Well, I was about to say
Yeah.
that could have
It might, I'm be honest.
Yeah.
He's right.
He's already out for the season.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's been injured a
Is
lot.
there an update?
Yeah.
Ever since he's been drafted.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
The update, well, we know he's out for the season. The damage was a total knee, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
A total knee being MCL, ACL. Yeah.
all that.
So, I mean, I've had it. I've had that injury.
being out for the season.
Being out for the
Already?
season.
You
Yeah.
know, that's crazy.
Well, and he's one of the Browns' biggest weapons because Deshaun Jackson isn't exactly playing like Lamar. Or Deshaun Watson, excuse me. Deshaun Watson isn't exactly playing like Lamar Jackson. But I just want to know. You guys know how they've changed the rules over the years of the NFL.
Yeah,
It used to be, you got the ball, I can knock your head off.
Right.
That's the rules. Okay? Then it became basically this target area
And
from
you
here
can hit.
to here.
Yeah.
Helmets off limits, and then below waist is off limits. Or I guess targeting the knee is off limits. But I want y'all to think about this for a minute. Everybody here at this table has played football. Now, I know Pittsburgh High, you know what it is, Penn Hills. I ran for 1,400 yards, and I'm going to tell you this. When I played safety too. And I would specifically, because I was a little guy when I played safety, I went for the legs. I was trying to take you out that way, okay? Now, you're safety, you're running out of back, and you got to think, well, I can't hit him high. If I hit him high, that's helmet to helmet. If I hit him low, that's a bad leg shot. It's all illegal. How do you tackle?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if the helmet to helmet is illegal once you become a runner. If you go helmet to helmet, it's
No
legal.
matter what, it's illegal.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they do that after what happened to Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they put that rule in after.
So
the
now,
season.
even if you're a runner,
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, if it's helmet to helmet, it's illegal.
So I'll just say this, personally, if it wasn't flagged or called illegal and he wasn't ejected or fined, then I'm going to call it not illegal. I will say it's unfortunate, but football is a violent game and people get busted up in football. We all know this, man. So, prayers for Nick Chubb. I hope he comes back. Nasty, nasty, nasty injury. You guys are too young. But there was a running back years ago named Willis McGahee. He played for my Ravens. He played for University of Miami, and he had a similar injury. And they thought it ended his career. It actually sent him down in the draft order. But he came back and had a pretty solid career. So, medicine has advanced. I think Nick Chubb will come back. We got something to say about the Ravens. So, I don't know if you guys seen Lamar Jackson comes out, throws an amazing game. He had, I believe, a 107 quarterback rating, 220-some yards through the air, another 60, 70 yards on the ground, and just was very efficient and deadly. Did it look to you, and I'm going to ask you too, even though you're not a Ravens fan, did it look to you guys like our new coordinator, Todd Monken, people criticized his system in week 1?
I mean, it's working.
Looks like it's working to me.
It's starting to work.
2-0, I mean,
He's
you
just
get
got to
the
get
win.
to it.
It's definitely
Because
working.
Lamar was out for like half the season last year. He got to get back into it.
I mean,
He's got to
yeah.
have a tune-up game.
Well, not only that, he was out for half the season, and they don't do the preseason games no more. These guys, the starters usually don't get a play in preseason anymore. So Lamar, these first couple games are basically his preseason. So I thought he looked great. I thought our offense looked great. If you think about it, missing Ronnie Stanley, who is a Pro Bowler and one of the best left tackles in the league when he's healthy. We're missing Tyler Linderbaum, one of the great young centers. Then on defense, we're missing our safety, Marcus Williams, and we're missing Marlon Humphrey, 2 Pro Bowlers. So the Ravens are still 2-0, looking like a threat. Who do you think the best 3 teams in the AFC are?
I still got the Dolphins. I got Baltimore. And then the last one is, that's hard.
Some good teams.
Yeah, there's some damn good teams.
From what I see, the Dolphins are doing good this year. They look good.
The Dolphins look terrifying. They got, Waddle, and they got Cheetah down there. Tua, when he's healthy, is a monster. I got to go with the number 3 pick is the Chiefs. Just because, and I hate, listen, Chiefs fans, I hate your team. Hate it. Okay?
Hate's
But,
a strong word.
well, I feel strongly. I'll just say this. They're good. You can't take away from it. Andy Reid is a great coach. Mahomes, it makes me puke to say it because he sounds like Kermit the Frog, but he is a great quarterback. He does. But I got the Chiefs right now. They did lose some pieces.
Yeah.
So they lost a few pieces. But in the AFC, I got the Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, top 3. What do you got in the NFC real quick?
That's really a mix-up, I mean, I'm throwing the Cowboys up there just because they dogged us so bad.
It's a 40-0.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Cowboys.
Let's see what else we got for the NFC.
I know the
I got
Redskins.
the 49ers.
Well, the
Oh, the
49ers,
Niners.
I think the Niners are the best in the NFC.
We got them in
I mean,
prime
by
time.
far,
this
there's not
upcoming
one
week.
hit.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
not one
Let's see how
hole
that goes.
the 49ers has.
No, they're
They don't have like top 3 in people's positions. They just got like really good.
They
starters.
finally got Christian McCaffrey on a good team.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's all he needed was a good team, a good line.
I forgot he was on there.
Yeah.
McCaffrey, listen, but I do slightly disagree. And this thing, when you said there's no hole, the only weakness I think they have is they have a rookie quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
He is a rookie,
You
right?
just- yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta let him build.
But let's face it, guys, no rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. Now, there's a first time for everything. So that's the only weakness. Other than that, they are stacked at every position.
Exactly.
Every position.
Their defense is so well-rounded.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, last week when we played the Cardinals, Daniel Jones actually set a record in the second half for the NFL.
Really?
He had 250 passing yards, 50 rushing yards, 2 touchdown passes, 1 rushing touchdown, and 0 turnovers.
Damn.
First quarterback in the NFL to do that. I think that we just need second half Daniel Jones this week on primetime, and we might have a shot against the Niners. I don't know how it'll go.
Now, who's the Giants coach right now?
DeBow.
Okay.
DeBow.
So, you know, look, Saquon's out again, ain't he?
Yeah. He got
was an
I
ankle
think it was
injury,
a,
wasn't
it was an ankle like strain or contusion or something.
Seems like
He's always
Saquon's
injured.
always injured.
Yeah, I know. He's like Nick Chubb. He reminds both of them get injured a lot. You know.
Well, let me say this,
Fantasy
you know.
legends though.
Yeah, no, for sure,
I'm
for sure.
drafted either of them every time.
Daniel Jones, I said when he got drafted, I thought he was a good quarterback. I think he's a solid player. The Giants, you know, look, I don't take nothing from them. They got 4 Super Bowls. Their leadership and their ownership is good, so they're always going to be a threat. I do think right now we're looking at the Cowboys and, well, wait a minute, the Eagles are 2-0 too?
Yeah, the Eagles are doing well in the NFC East as
thought that
well.
was one of
The
the teams
NFC
2-0
East
right
is
now,
still.
I thought the Eagles are 2-0.
Are they?
No, sir, they're 2-0.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive they are.
Oh, wait, yeah, they are.
I told you. So look, so we got the Cowboys 2-0, Eagles 2-0.
We're 1-1.
The Redskins are 2-0 too.
I feel like the
Are
NFC
they?
East is the
Yeah.
best division in football right
Yeah,
now.
NFC East is still
Right now.
monstrous this season,
They
just
got-
like they were last season.
Yeah, I mean they got 3 2-0 teams.
Yeah.
Although I think the Redskins are a pretender.
Yeah, they're
Let's be
faking
real.
it. They're definitely faking
I mean, yeah.
it. They fake it every year.
Be honest.
Where are they going?
The Commanders, let's, you know.
Hey, listen, I'm old, okay? They called them the Redskins for all those years. I get a slip at least once, but yes, the Commanders. What do y'all think of that name?
Or the football
mean,
team.
It's
you
such
know.
a basic name. It's
You're
not
a
a
$1
football team
million,
name.
probably $1 million football team, and that's what you come up
Well,
The
with.
Commanders.
Imagine the guy that came up with this, how much he got paid.
He pounded the desk. This is the name. I know this is the name.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
wrote him a check probably for $250K.
They were like, look, the owners looked at him like, oh my God. Wrote the check quick,
Perfect.
you know?
Put it on there, you know.
Well-
it's better than the Washington football team.
Well,
Yeah,
it is. It is.
That's as basic as you can possibly
Yeah,
get.
that-
But look, I didn't know when they were calling it the Washington football team all that time. I didn't know that was just temporary. I thought that was really what
Me
they
too.
named it.
Yeah,
I was
for.
like, oh man.
I was like,
I knew they was going to change it sooner or later because fan base just hated it.
I mean, come on, dude. Well, look, I'm gonna say this last thing and we'll move on. What makes it so bad is this: a lot of American Indians weren't even offended by them being called the Redskins, and some American Indian factions came out and said they were proud of it. They were proud that a team represented, you know, their image, I guess, so to say.
Right.
So people are getting a little sensitive. That's another subject for another day.
I just want to give an update on that guy that died at the game.
Oh, that's a big piece of NFL news. Let's
You
do
know,
it.
The guy, I think it was you that
Yeah,
brought it
I
up,
brought it
but
up.
that man was punched at that game, and
Was he?
that's what killed him. He
Now
died.
let's let people know what game was this that
I think
this
it
is.
was it
Patriots Dolphins?
Patriots Dolphins,
Patriots
yeah.
Dolphins.
I guess there was
Patriots,
some sort of
Dolphins.
altercation outside. He was in his 50s, I believe. He
The
got-
Dolphins fan hit him. So I watched the video. I actually tracked this down last night, and this man was in his 50s. First, let me say this. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Here's the sad thing. He was at the game with his son. So his son watched his father die. Now,
You get swung on for that. I'm telling you right now. Come on, man.
here's the sad thing. By all accounts, he was the aggressor. He ran up on these people and tried to attack, and I guess but still,
Yeah.
you don't wish death on nobody. It's a fight. I don't want to see nobody die.
Yeah.
You know, but look, y'all, I'm passionate about football. I love football. I love it second to boxing, but it's not worth dying. You know, it's not worth
That
dying.
guy knew he was gonna Maybe he just threw the punch and the guy landed wrong or something, and maybe I don't know exactly.
Yeah, he
how
could
So-
have like hit the bleachers or something.
What I read is that he had some pre-existing health condition that led to his death.
Well, how would that guy know that?
Yeah, but-
How would he know that? So I
How
guess-
the hell are you supposed to know? You
I guess
know,
you can't really.
and somebody comes up aggressively, you're going to
You're
defend
gonna
yourself.
defend yourself. Yeah.
You know.
That would still be very bad for the kid to see that.
No, listen. Prayers go out to the young man and the family, especially. I actually do have one more NFL thing, and then we'll go to other sports. Aaron Rodgers, bruh. Okay, I feel for Jets fans kind of bad. They're used to losing though. Okay, Jets fans are used to taking L's. It's what they do. They haven't had a W since Joe Namath walked in the door in the '60s. Okay, so you know Jets fans.
That's old school.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel horrible for them. Oh, they did have the sack exchange in the '80s. I think it's the '70s, '80s. You guys are too young, but they had a couple of defensive linemen that were just sack. They called them the sack exchange. But anyways. The Jets, I feel kind of bad for. I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers. You know, he's the ultimate competitor. He's 38 years old. You guys are young spring chickens, so you don't understand. When you get up past 35, it's hard to heal. When I was young, if I hurt myself, man, I'll rehab. My body healed up quick. When I broke both my legs in a car wreck, kid y'all not, stayed in the hospital and cast in a wheelchair for 6 months. The day after they took my cast off, I played tackle football.
Damn.
Oh, my mama. Okay? But that's because I was young. I was 21.
Right.
When you get to 38 and you blow an Achilles, it'll take a year for him just to get back on the field. It'll take 2 years for him to come anywhere close to who he was. And by then, he'll be 40. You know? Is his career over?
I feel like it should be.
Feel like it should be.
With that type of injury at that age, at 38, yeah.
What do you think? You
I
think
just
he'll
know
come
that
back?
Aaron Rodgers is built different.
He is. You know,
If he comes back and wins the Super Bowl,
He did
might be
claim
top
he
five.
Yeah, what if he comes back and wins the Super Bowl?
He did claim
Or top
that
three.
if they make it to the playoffs, that he will be there.
It'll
well,
be one of the greatest stories of all time if he comes back from the Super Bowl.
listen, you guys may remember another stud muffin named Ray Lewis, who during our Super Bowl year
Greatest.
tore his tricep in half. Okay, I think it was like week 4, week 5. Ray, we thought, well, God, he tore his tricep. He's done for the year. Right before we went to the playoffs, Ray said, "I'm gonna be back for the playoffs." The rest is history. We went and won the Super Bowl. So with today's medicine and
Recovery.
yeah.
I mean,
stuff,
yeah, it's
you know,
possible.
I mean, he could be just working towards a fast, speedy recovery.
I wouldn't mind it. You know, I wish Aaron Rodgers all the best, and Jets fan, I even wish y'all a little bit of luck too.
So I'm gonna go into the NBA a little bit. So LeBron James, he's coming back to Team USA. Let me start off with that. He's bringing back Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Draymond Green, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, and Kyrie Irving, which are all All-Stars.
Is that
Yeah,
going to be
that-
in 2024?
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's off the charts, but now, young man, I got to call you on something. Because just on another episode, you told me that pros could not play for Team USA, and I said, since when? Do y'all remember that discussion?
I do remember that.
Well, they didn't make
Yeah.
an exact rule. They just decided we're not going to play anymore.
Okay.
For Team
Yeah.
USA.
Oh,
Okay.
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 All right.
Because-
Would that be the 2024 Dream Team?
Man, it's gotta be.
You got
Yeah.
the greatest
Yeah.
player of all time.
That's
You
crazy.
Like
can
you
quote
hear
me
that
on that.
lineup, that's
You
an
got the
all-star
greatest
game.
point guard.
Only player
of
that
all
misses
time.
Kobe.
I don't-
Facts. RIP that man Kobe.
I just don't see how that's even fair. Like,
Nah,
you know, to the one sprinter who said that
World champions of
they
what?
they about to show you.
Yeah,
They about to show you.
They
Hey,
Matt
I feel like
Zoe
maybe that's why they're doing this now. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's
all right,
exactly
you
why
know,
they're doing it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
We're going to let you know now. I told you though, America.
Show you what's up. You know?
Now let me ask y'all.
I tell you.
You think about this with LeBron. I don't know if y'all know that LeBron has a son now who's making some noise
He
as a
said
player.
he
Bronny
was
or
planning on
Bryce?
playing with him a year and
Yeah.
then retiring.
That's what I'm hearing, that LeBron is trying to stick around so he can get 1 year in the NBA with his son. That would be amazing.
I think Bryce is going to be better than Bronny.
Really?
His younger son. Have y'all seen footage of his younger son?
No.
He's really
No.
Is he like that? Is he-
Yeah, he's nice, you know. I think he's already taller than Bronny.
Is he in high school or
Yeah.
college?
He's still in high school. Yeah,
Damn.
Bronny just made it to college. What college is he playing for?
USC.
USC. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you know, that's them good genetics, you know. And I mean, look, I had the blessing and the privilege to box on the same day with my sons before, and it's like a dream. I could not imagine playing on that big NBA stage as LeBron James with your son. I hope it happens. I would love to see it. I don't know if y'all seen Deion Sanders and them. Shout out to Colorado, first of all. I don't know if you know what's going on with the Colorado football team, but Deion Sanders is coaching them. He's got his son, I want to believe his son's name is Shamar. Don't let me get the line. But he's the quarterback. He looks amazing. An early Heisman contender.
Especially with a target like Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God, he's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah, he has.
Hey, and listen, Colorado is playing with swag right now, y'all.
Yeah.
They look. Did you see the press conference where they all were coming in with the sunglasses?
I
and
went
stuff?
to it in prime time with my coach.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, anybody hating on Deion, just don't remember. Deion was the coolest mofo on earth when he played for the NFL. I remember when he was getting ready to leave the Falcons in free agency, and people were asking him, Deion, what's it going to take for a team to get you on their team? And he said, I'm going to make them put me on layaway. And that's what he did. He broke the bank. That's who he's been, but he's a great father. He's raised his kids up good. They've got good values. They're good competitors and good athletes, good students too. So shout out to Deion. But the reason I brought him up is that's a father with his two sons. He's got two of his sons on the Colorado team because he's got the one that's a quarterback, then the other I believe is a cornerback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went for a pick six. You remember that? You saw that?
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, so just LeBron maybe getting that chance to play with his son, I think that's amazing.
I just hope I wouldn't mess it up. Choke the game right there.
Yeah, let's hope LeBron don't suddenly get old that year and it look bad for his son, you know. But
I doubt it. He's got longevity of like.
Nah, it just amazes me that he keeps on getting
He can
better
go
as he
50
gets
years.
older.
yeah, how
It
does
doesn't
he?
make sense.
He found the fountain of youth.
He's
You know,
gonna be 60, averaging 60.
I could see it.
You know, I could see LeBron in the UFC.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
listen.
We're not
Hey,
doing
give
that.
LeBron 1 year.
Give
of
him
training.
John Jones.
Hey,
Year
Off the
training.
gate.
what does Esteban always say? He's built different.
Yeah, he's built different.
Hey, shout out Esteban.
And shout out to Esteban for the quip. You know, look, I actually could see LeBron doing boxing or MMA. He's got that freakish physical talent. I could see it. And speaking of that, I don't want to get off of the NBA because you guys may have more for it, but I want to talk about one other basketball thing real quick. There was a young lady, and for the life of me, I cannot remember her name. Female college player, then she went to the NBA. She had went on an international team, I believe it was an African team, and she got into a fight with the girls on the team. And you've seen her jawing. I mean, this girl's big. She's 6'9", and she was jawing with these girls.
6'9".
She's 6'9".
They got some big ladies.
Oh,
And-
hell no.
She's jawing back and forth. Her name was Liz Cambridge. She played for the LA Sparks. She was she was definitely one of the better players when she came out. So she's over there playing with in this other league, and it was a rough game. You've seen her. It looked like intentionally backhand. It looked intentional. I want to show y'all this just real quick.
She get ejected?
No, she got something worse. I'm gonna show you.
What? Assault? No.
So watch. So she's playing with the girl. She's playing with them. It's getting rough. She's pushing them. She's talking.
Which one is she?
The tallest one.
Oh, well,
See her?
no. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. That, I mean,
That was intentional.
Now watch. Bam. Slapped her. Slapped her hard as hell, right? Watch. Bow.
They used to always play like that back in like 80s.
That
Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Now she talking. Yeah, I'm a G. You mofos don't want to mess with me. I'm a bad. Wow. So
Hey, slept her?
slept her, stretched her. You know.
Damn.
So
That's nasty.
yeah. So here's the thing. That happened clear back in 2021, and for some reason the video just resurfaced, and she's answering a bunch of questions about it. But look, all of y'all play sports.
Yeah.
She got destroyed. I'm talking about dropped.
Yeah, she
But
got sent to the shadow realm right there.
all of y'all played sports. You know that it gets chippy. Okay, there's times where you're going to go back and forth, and you're going to get frustrated, and people are going to get into fights. That's the way it is.
Well, I see stuff like that. And
I never talk trash.
Well, if I am, I'm gonna watch the person I'm
Yeah.
exchanging words with, cause like, bro, hell nah.
Look, when I used to play football, guys, I used to be the shit talker. I mean, just nonstop.
That's what DBs
I wouldn't
do.
stop
Yeah,
typing,
I was
yeah.
the same way.
Yeah, just nonstop. And
Got to. It's the game.
I played strong safety, so I was looking for people to come over the middle so I could try to decapitate them. But I always watched my back because I knew somebody eventually would get mad.
Somebody gonna get in their feelings.
One day I had a kid from Harrisburg up in Pennsylvania spear me in the back. I'd been jarring with him all day. He was a running back. He hit me from behind, knocked the wind out of me. So I started watching my back a little better after that, you know.
Well, we was just talking about WNBA. Brittany Griner back the last WNBA season, she won Comeback Player of the Year because she got out of, what was it? She was in Russian prison?
She took like some carts or something.
Yeah. She was in there for how long? It was like
Wow.
9 months.
She was in there a long.
9
That's a long
months.
time in Russia.
Came back, won Comeback Player of the Year.
So now,
Wow.
did they give her comeback player of the year based on her play, or just because she made it back?
I think it was a little bit of both, you know. I mean, she was playing good in there, but also being in there for 9 months, coming back playing in the WNBA is kind of crazy.
You know, look, when that whole situation was going on, it really irritated me because there was people talking bad about the woman, saying she deserved to be over there. She broke the law, so fuck her. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. Let's be clear on what happened. She had a cannabis vape in her bag that she says she forgot about. And I know it can happen. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I went to plane stations, etc. I know you can forget stuff in your bag, folks. It can be done. Here's my best example. Years and years ago, when you know how you go to the courthouse, you got to go through metal detectors. And if you bring something into a courthouse, that's your ass. You're getting a felony.
Yeah.
So I had a traffic ticket, and I went to the courthouse, and I always carried this pocket knife called a Karen bit. Had it in my pocket. I told myself right before, got to take that out, or you'll get in trouble. I got into the courthouse, almost walked through the metal detector, and I reached into my pocket to take my stuff out. I said, oh shit. Ran out, put it back in my car, and came back. So I almost went through that metal detector, and if I wouldn't have been paying attention, who knows? She packed a bunch of baggage, so she left a cannabis pen in her car. First of all, weed is becoming legal pretty much everywhere. I get it. Russia, they're communists. Well, they're not communists, but they damn sure ain't
They're not playing
democracy.
around either.
No.
Yeah.
But do you really feel like a person deserves 9 months in a Russian gulag for having a freaking cannabis pen?
I feel like maybe they should just. I mean, I don't know if they do fines over there. You know, it's literally a cart.
It's not something.
It's not a handgun. It's not a bazooka.
No.
It's
It
Not
shouldn't be
anything
that
can hurt
serious.
anybody.
Well, and look, the people, I'm not going to get too deep, but some of the people that disliked her, I think there was ulterior motives. I'm not going to say what I feel those were, but I think there was 2 other reasons they disliked her.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to say to y'all. They kept bringing up that there was a soldier They said, oh, there was a guy who was an ex-soldier who went over there.
I remember that. Yeah, wasn't he a war criminal?
Right, okay?
He was a
They
criminal.
kept saying, well, he got caught with drugs too, and they didn't release him, and blah, blah, blah. A little bit different. A little bit different, okay? If you look at the details, he was accused, I believe, of espionage or something similar.
It was. I can't remember the full details, but it was something along the line, a lot more serious than.
It was more serious, okay? Look, I don't want any American in a Russian prison. F Russia. Yo, you ever seen that song, Fuck Russia? Hold on. For the next episode, I'm going to find it, because the version that I'm looking for is one of the funniest songs I've ever heard in my life.
I want to hear y'all's takes on Canelo versus Charlo. The first new age undisputed versus undisputed. Who do you think's going to win?
So look, there's people saying that Charlo's maybe washed up.
I'm saying Canelo's washed up. New age Canelo.
I think Charlo can beat him. I do. I think Charlo is going to
I
surprise
feel
some
like
people.
if Canelo comes out in his old style, moving his head, Mexican style, he's going to knock him out.
So you may be right, and I'll just tell you, I think Charlo has a little bit better footwork than some of the guys Canelo has faced. I think that he's a little more athletic than some of the guys Canelo has faced. When Canelo went up to light heavy and fought, what's his name?
Bivol.
Bivol. I think Canelo was exposed a little bit. And I think he showed some chinks in his armor. And let's face it, when was the last big knockout that Canelo had? When was Canelo's last big
He
knockout?
stopped Caleb Plant.
That was how long ago? That was like 3 years ago. Am I right? I mean,
I
this,
agree with that. I think it's going to go down to decision if that happens.
you know, I agree. I think it will.
It's only 2 weeks away.
Here's what I'll say, guys, and this is the sad truth of boxing. You got guys that are finishers, and as you get older, your ability to finish goes down. Canelo was terrifying as a body puncher, and he put together good combos that would take a mofo out. But I've noticed his knockout percentages went down. The last two big stoppages I remember is when he fought, and I always forget the Arabic cat. He went up. Amir Khan went up in weight and got stretched, but that was a given.
That was gruesome.
Yeah. Then, like I said, you know, he stopped Caleb Plant. But other than that, he don't have a lot of huge stoppages right now. I love Canelo. I think he's a great champion. I think Charlo's going to give him a good fight.
You think Crawford's the new face of boxing?
He's got to be. Crawford's the man. Look how he just disassembled his last opponent, who was supposed to be a real
You think
threat.
they need a rematch? Everybody's talking about a rematch.
For what?
Yeah, there's
You
no
trying to get the
point.
guy killed? I mean,
There's no point.
ultimately, he put on a clinic in his last fight. But for me, Crawford's been that guy. You know, over the years, I love Canelo. I do. But they were talking about this guy, talking about that guy, and I was always like, no, here's our guy right here, Bud Crawford. He's the most technical, most skilled. He's got the best of everything. And I think he's criminally underrated. But I will say this. I think give Tank a few more fights, he's going to be a threat to all them guys.
What about Shakur?
Shakur's good too. Shakur could be
You think Shakur could beat Tank before he gets on that little
No.
wave?
Nope.
Why not?
I think Tank at his weight hits hard.
Tank can knock Shakur out, but Shakur
Shakur
can
got such
Tank
good
out.
defense, though.
He's got great defense, but when,
Defense.
let me
Every
tell
day.
y'all, they talk about the great equalizer, which is punching power. Let me tell you why it sucks when you're not a power puncher. Okay, Shakur, if he fights Tank, Shakur's got to be perfect for the whole fight.
Yeah.
Tank's only got to land one perfect shot.
He's just got to feel him out.
He's just got to get that one perfect shot, and it's over. He's got that type of power, devastating. Okay, so for me, I think Tank beats him. Shakur is great though, so I mean, look, am I going to go bet on it? I don't think so. I don't think I'll bet. We got any more boxing news? Any MMA stuff?
I got something for boxing. Ryan Garcia, he's going to fight later in November, December. This is going to be his second fight this year. That brings me to the conclusion. Y'all boxers are scared to fight.
Y'all don't want to fight.
Well,
Y'all are scared.
listen, let's be real. Back in the day, you had fighters. The old school 70s fighters fought like 5-6 times a year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
know?
y'all need to get back to it.
It's the money dish out. They see a
Y'all are
mill.
scared.
Okay, I'm not fighting.
Well, yeah, I'll get that big payday, and then I'm going to sit back and chill. Which,
Yeah.
okay, listen.
Y'all doing it for the money, not for boxing.
With what we know about CTE, I can understand. But I also know that people that love the sport, like these mofos, I can't keep him out of the ring. I can't keep him out of the ring, you know? And I know a couple other guys, like, well, you know, in the Backyard Fight Club that I started, there was a guy named Bad News. I had to literally, another dude named Gorilla, I had to make them stay. I was like, dude, you just fought. You got to take a week off. Some guys are like that because they love the sport. So I can't wrap my head around getting up there and only fighting once a year. Like Ryan Garcia, I feel like I never hear about him fighting. You
He's
know?
only fought like 3 times in the past 3 years.
Is he matched up for
That
this
is
upcoming
crazy.
fight?
No, he said he's going to look for a couple of fights.
Oh, Lord.
Well, he better get something
He's
big.
been going
It's
around
all good.
beating up on YouTubers.
Well,
Yeah,
Podcast.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
seen that?
Yeah.
He needs to work on
Abe
keeping
Ross,
his hands
wasn't
up.
it?
Yeah, I think he was, what was he, hitting them with body shots or something?
Yeah.
You know, look, people say like the YouTube boxing movement is bad for the sport. I strongly disagree. Strongly
yeah,
disagree.
I agree with that.
You know, as long as people don't get confused between a guy like Jake Paul and Bud Crawford, everything's okay. Okay?
Right.
We know Jake Paul is a solid boxer. He is. If you think he ain't, you're stupid. But we know that he's not Bud Crawford.
You know what Jake Paul can do? He can advertise himself through the roof.
No, he's a great self-promoter.
He can make money.
He's entertaining
For
as hell, but he is not on Bud Crawford's level or any of those. And I know that as a boxing fan. So when people say he's bad for the sport, no, he's not, as long as you understand what he is, you know. So guys, we ran through our sports pretty quickly today. Our Wednesday episode is chopped down a little
You
bit.
saw Blueface got stabbed.
I
something
did not.
I got another thing about Blueface.
So-
I didn't know he got stabbed.
Let me pull it up right now.
Yeah, in the gym.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay,
yeah,
I did hear
okay,
about
yeah,
that.
So he got
that-
stabbed, right? And then he wouldn't talk to police about it, so they closed the case.
I saw that. Yeah, he didn't want to
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
police.
I mean, look,
He didn't call the cops. It was the gym owner, right?
Well, he
And his
probably knew
trainer.
who did it.
Yeah,
They called the cops.
yeah.
look, guys, he knew he couldn't talk to police. He
Yeah.
couldn't. Okay,
For real.
he's for one a part of the schoolyard Crips. Okay,
Yeah.
that's one. They're a Crip gang in LA and they're legit. Two, he's in the rap game. If you're known as a snitch in the rap game, your career's over unless your name's 6ix9ine.
Facts.
So,
That's wild, too. I don't know
right?
how he's still
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
mean,
how he's still up here.
look, I'll just say this: Blueface. We talk about him every episode.
Yeah.
He just can't stay out the way.
You know the baby's name has changed?
They're changing
Really?
His baby.
To what?
Jonathan Jr.
To Blueface's name.
Jonathan Jr.
Jonathan Jamal Jr.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's
Hey,
Better than
man,
Krishan Malone.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
that had me a little confused and torn there. You know,
Concerned.
people say that Blueface needs Krishan and that his career's dead. Well, I think they need each other because neither one of them is exactly popping right now.
Yeah.
Except the only reason we can think, look, the last several times we brought them up has been for what? Drama.
Goofy
Yeah.
shit.
Goofy
Drama.
stuff.
So they need each other to keep that drama
Yeah.
going.
In my opinion, Blueface made Krishan anyways.
Well,
I didn't hear
That's
about
like Kanye
Krishan.
and Kim, right?
Yeah.
Until
Kanye-
Blueface.
Yeah, until Blueface started coming around and started blowing up off of a couple of songs, I didn't hear anything about Krishan.
Me
I didn't know
neither.
who that was.
Me neither. I had no clue, and I'm going to tell you,
Is he still rapping?
I haven't. He
the last offbeat?
is, but it's terrible.
Yeah.
When's the last time he put an album?
He
I
ain't
think-
been.
I think he just recently dissed Lil Baby.
What?
Yeah, I don't
Why?
know. It was some tweet or something.
Why would he?
Well,
Wow,
X.
what
It was
is
some
that?
X.
Let me put it like this. You know, Blueface, from what I've seen, he's not really dedicated to his craft right now.
Yeah.
He's not putting out albums. He's putting out a few scattered songs. Then he turned around also, and he's in the reality show stuff. And let's face it, there is some money in the reality genre.
That's
so
Blueface Club, right? Or,
Yeah.
What is it? Blueface Girls Club or something?
yeah, something like that. Yeah, and it's on a special app, but it's doing all right. I want to bring up something else. Eddie Murphy paid $50,000 for a painting that is now worth over $16 million. Okay?
That's a flex.
Now I'm looking at it, and I don't know if I'm right about this. But it looks like the Good Times painting. Okay? The Good Times, anybody seen the old 70s show, Good Times? There's a painting that they show at the end of the intro every time of people dancing like in a juke joint. Yep. And it says here that he paid $50,000 for this painting that's now worth $16 million. Look, y'all.
It's a hell of a painting, by the way. The detail and everything.
Did he already sell it, or is he waiting
immaculate.
on it?
Well, I don't think he wants to sell it. I think he don't need to. He's worth $300 or $400 million.
Yeah.
It's just stating that it's worth that. But let me say this: yes, to what you're saying, it's a great painting.
Yeah,
Awesome, the detail,
It's
it's
great.
interesting. But let me say this: rich people have cracked the code. Jay-Z talked about this. Y'all may remember the CD, The Story of OJ, the track. In it, he said something about a painting. He said, "I'll buy that for $1 million. Now it's worth $3 million. I can't wait to give it back to my children." And that's what they do. That's the game. You know, they go out, invest in a painting or invest in a piece of property, flip that joint for 5 times what it's worth, and they're staying rich.
Worth
And-
$16 million now. Worth who knows what 100 years from now if they still decide to keep it around.
Look, you know, they talk about young rappers, and you see young rappers, they come out and they buy cars and they buy jewelry and they buy shoes, and you know all that shit's worthless. Cars depreciate so much when you buy them. Jewelry, clothes definitely are worthless because they go out of style every year. But rich people talk about it. Stop blowing your money on stupid stuff. Invest in stuff that is worth some money. You know,
Some real estate.
real estate, artwork, you know, I hate to say it, if I went out to invest in art, I wouldn't even know where to begin. But I would damn sure take a swing at it, you know? Eddie, listen, they too young to remember you, homie. I remember you.
Hey,
Legend.
He act like he know you enough to just call you Eddie.
That's my bad. Look, I know your movies, Eddie.
Mr. Murphy.
You know,
Hey, I will say that Life is
Life.
still one of the best movies of all time.
one of my favorites, okay? Adidas chief executive says that Kanye West
Why'd you say that?
did not mean his anti-Semitic comments. Well, I would love to know how you know what he meant. Unless you got a fortune teller or a crystal ball, you don't know what's in that man's heart. Okay? But this makes me wonder. Adidas, we all know, have you heard the story about them having millions of pairs of Yeezys that they can't get rid of?
Yeah.
Okay?
They try and bring it back. That's why.
You gotta think that Adidas is looking for some way to work Kanye back in and start selling Yeezys again. Because you guys, again, I say it, they're young on some stuff. When I was coming up, Adidas was like the fourth choice brand. You had Reebok, Nike, and then maybe something else, then Adidas, okay? But Kanye made Adidas hot. But, you know, people wanted to wear those Yeezys. So, you know, here's Adidas, suddenly they were on top of the world, and then him saying a few dumbass comments, and now they're back to just being Adidas. So you gotta think they're probably trying to think of a way to get back around it. Do y'all think Kanye meant it? Or do you think he really didn't mean it?
I mean, he said it regardless on live television. I don't think.
He says whatever.
Yeah.
It don't matter if he meant it,
Yeah.
right?
It doesn't
He
matter.
said it, you know? I mean, who cares if you meant it or not? It's the fact that you said something so ugly.
You just can't be saying that type of stuff on live television.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, there's certain lines you don't cross, and that goes, if you got stuff to lose in this day and age. I've seen people fired from Walmart for stuff they've said. So if you're worth billions, maybe keep your mouth shut. Just thinking.
Let's talk about those mummified aliens they found over there.
Yo. Well, first of all, I'm glad to find out that it wasn't just a cake. I don't know if you've seen that somebody else.
What the
Somebody
fuck?
said it was a cake?
Look.
Hey, I will say this though. I've seen so many videos where people really are making cakes that.
Mummy alien cake.
Cakes of anything. Like
Look.
a bag of chips,
Yeah,
cake or
cake.
not. And it is a cake. Every
Watch
time.
this.
They really do got some skill.
So right after that came out, somebody made a cake that looked identical.
Oh
Identical.
man, why do people do
Why are
that?
y'all doing it?
Looked identical.
They
Oh,
knew
well,
they
they
were
got
gonna do that.
they ain't got the
Regardless,
video.
That's just a dumb idea, man.
But when I seen it at first, I was like, dude, it was a cake all along. Like,
I'm pissed.
oh come on, bro, what is you doing? They killing me.
That's
Okay,
an android. I don't-
bear with us, y'all. Bear with us.
Hashtag no more androids.
So look, yeah, they right here posted the video. Here it is. Here it is.
That's a cake?
That's a cake.
Bro, come on.
They cut that joint open.
I'm not eating that.
Look,
Yeah,
ju-
oh
it-
hell nah, yeah.
look. I'm not gonna lie. When they cut it, it looked good.
Yeah.
I wanted a
Yeah.
piece of the mummy.
Oh,
But look, the video's not gonna pull up, but y'all get the picture. Somebody made a clone of the mummy
They make anything cake.
and made it a cake.
So do you think these are real mummy, like aliens? They said
That's
they're
the type of
1,000 years
aliens.
old.
That's the type of aliens I see in my dreams. I
Yeah.
don't think that's real.
Damn,
I don't-
you dream about aliens?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
look.
mean, it's just, it looks too cartoony for it to actually
That
be
sounds like something an alien would say.
Okay.
That sounds like something
Hey,
an alien would say.
Listen, let me say this to you. Do I think they could be real? Yeah, I do.
Mexican government
Yeah, but I don't think
seems
they
to-
look like that.
Well, put it this way, and
Have you seen
that may
it?
be right.
No, I haven't seen it.
That may be
But-
right, and that's the thing. We don't know. We just don't know.
Yeah.
It could look like freaking me when it comes out. It could be a shapeshifter. We don't know. But I tell you this, and I talk to my son about this all the time. Society's so messed up that I believe we could have an alien land right now, get out, walk in here, with like, what the hell? Bash it over the head, put it on the table, cut it open, and people are like, that was fake.
Yeah.
And it could be real. So the point I'm making is, it could be legit. It could be. And I think that people are so used to being tricked and hoaxed in this day and age that we don't know what's
Yeah,
real.
because now the government, you see, is like releasing tapes and all this other stuff and basically saying, hey, we've been telling you
That there's aliens.
There's aliens. So
Yeah.
I think there's potential for it.
Well, there's been too many leaks. I'll say this last thing. There's been too many leaks from high-level officials and from people who had, security clearances that we'll never see that say, yes, aliens are real. We have them. We have, some people say we have live specimens that we're working with. I'm not going to put nothing past the government, Hey, if there's any aliens out there, come sit on the show. Check us
I'd
out.
like to have y'all.
Or come spar with us.
Yeah, at least
Come
spar.
on.
You don't want that, though.
You don't want
Come on, man.
Instead of swinging at the world,
look,
swing at the
they-
alien.
They smart and they got technology, but they're not eating
Stretching
aliens.
you.
wanna box
Stretching you.
They found, so recently they found a spotless giraffe.
Get the.
For real.
What?
A spotless giraffe. It was just brown.
I got to see a pic
So
just
you
real
know,
quick.
do your Googles.
I gotta
I'll-
see this.
So it was, they thought it was the only one in the world, right? So
Right.
they recently just found another one.
What?
Yep. They
Look at
spotted
that.
another one.
So that's
Weird.
crazy.
They don't know why why it doesn't come out. They think maybe it's a genetic mutation
Yeah.
or something's going on with it. But there's only, I think there was 2 other ones in a Japan zoo a
So
long time ago.
we
This is the most recent.
we all know that life, humans, animals can mutate and take different shapes and different colors than we're used to. You guys were all there. You probably don't remember, but I caught an albino catfish last year up in D.C.
You remember that albino squirrel?
Yeah, there was an albino squirrel, it's, you know, nature's crazy. There was a baby, and this was actually, no, there was some kind of creature, and I can't remember what, I think it was a goat or something, that had all these damn legs. And there were, no, a two-headed goat, excuse me. There was a goat that was born with 2 heads, and people thought it was like a deity over in this other country.
Oh, there's another story too, where a baby was born with 6 extra fingers and toes. They
Yeah, I
considered
saw
it
that.
a deity.
Right. And I mean, look, you know, I'm not going to knock anybody's beliefs. I'll just say that nature's crazy. You know, it throws us a curveball every chance it gets. I do know that people and animals evolve constantly, and you never know. Maybe someday we'll see all giraffes are non-spotted, you know.
That's why I think, too, that we're going to end up running into a Bigfoot.
Hey, listen,
Running into a
Bigfoot's
Bigfoot.
real.
we gonna talk about this next time,
Yeah.
but Bigfoot is real. Trust me. If I get a chance, I'm not gonna swing at the world. I'm gonna swing at Bigfoot and bring him and put him on the table. But
Call him up.
Right.
for real, that's my biggest belief and one of my favorite hobbies. We'll talk about that later. Hey, listen, to let y'all know, we now do Monday and Wednesday. Monday is mostly world news with a little bit of sports. Wednesday is mostly sports with a little bit of world. Make sure you check us out on all our social media platforms. Give us a follow. Give my sons a follow. I recently seen that Elijah's up to 8,000 followers on Insta. That's crazy. They building up a following. Give them a follow regardless. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll be back Monday. Make sure you share and tell a friend about us. Until next time, we will swing at the world. See y'all soon.